Martha. You know, I've been dying to see you lately. I have so many questions that I was pondering to ask you. I hope you don't mind being nosy. I'm just wondering if you're able to still give birth to a child. I just ask you this because you're getting on in age. And of course, some women have such a small window to get pregnant in. I don't know, but aren't you past that prime age to give birth? I feel like it's definitely better when a woman is younger and more beautiful. From the looks of it, it seems like you're almost in your 50s, correct? That's so ancient. I can't believe how you haven't accomplished a really important goal in life.
No, you're far from guessing my age correctly, Nicola. I've only just turned 40. Do I really look that old? You're joking, right?
Huh? Oh my god, you're 40 already? In any case, it doesn't change the fact that you've definitely become an old, run-down hag. When you get to those ages, 40 and 50 are basically the same thing. It's gross.
No, I don't think that's true at all, Nicola. Do you really think making fun of me is going to get you anywhere in this conversation? You know, one day you're going to get old too, Nicola, okay? You're maybe still in your late 20s and feel young and possibly unstoppable. I get that. I used to be more like that. But, you know, everyone ages and eventually you'll be on the same path as me. You know, you saying this all to me now isn't going to help your case once you start getting older. Someone might turn around and say the same thing as what you did to me.
Wow, this is so enlightening. Not. It's like I'm listening to a sermon done by a wrinkled old hag. It's embarrassing just to have to listen to your whining and moaning about age. There are things that older people aren't supposed to do anymore because of the fact they are in a certain age bracket. Do you actually understand that, Martha? You do realize that talking about memories, boasting and preaching younger people are the 3 big no-nos, right? We don't need to hear that crap. Even though you preach your little speech to me, it's not going to resonate with me at all since I'm not, thankfully, in your age group.
Okay, well, I'm sorry about that, Nicola, but I think it never hurts to listen to what other people have to say every once in a while. It would help you out in life, a lot.
Are you kidding me with that? This is exactly what I mean. People like me, who are young and have their whole life ahead of them, don't need to be lectured about age, alright? I guess I just gave you some of my own advice. No preaching. There's nothing good about being an old woman who's also dumb. You should be glad that I'm taking charge of things. You don't understand how a young person like me feels, do you? It's because you're so old and wrinkly, and your life has wasted away.
Okay, I've had enough of these awful things you're saying. Is there any point in this conversation, Nicola? No matter what I say, you always throw it back in my face. So are you going to tell me why you're talking to me like this? What do you want from me this time, Nicola? You've obviously gone out of your way to contact me, so what is it?
Oh yes, of course. I knew there was a reason as to why I was wanting to message you. Actually, I've got a little announcement to share with you. I'm, in fact, going to have a baby. I just found out that I'm pregnant. Can you believe it? Me, Nicola, having a child. I knew there was a plus to having a younger body.
Whoa, what? You're pregnant? Oh, wow, well that's really exciting, Nicola. Congratulations. I can't believe you're going to be having a baby. That's crazy news to hear today.
I know, right? But yes, thank you very much for those kind words. Martha. Now that I'm pregnant, I'm going to be given a lot of congratulatory gifts and money. It's going to be great.
Oh, well, I should have guessed that's what you meant when you got so excited. I suppose you can celebrate with that, but also you're going to have a little newborn baby soon.
Yes, that is well. But I'm so glad I'm finally pregnant. Thank you very much for saying congratulations to me. My husband was also very happy about the news. So happy, in fact, that he told me that I can go ahead and tell everyone about it. We've just entered a really stable period in the pregnancy, so of course it was fine to announce it to everyone. But I was wondering the whole time if it was a good idea to report it to you, Martha. I was in 2 minds about telling you.
Huh? Why would you be in 2 minds about telling me when I'm your sister-in-law? What would it have been like if you just didn't tell me and I found out a different way?
Well, It would be awful to do that, no. But I also didn't just want to blurt it out and tell you since it might hurt your feelings to know my success. Think about it. My sister-in-law, who's in her 40s and still hasn't been able to give birth to a single child. You'd get jealous so easily. But I think it would have been cute to tell you either way.
No, I think that you're overthinking it too much when it comes to my age. Just because I've hit a different milestone doesn't mean that I'm always thinking about how I haven't had a child. Anyways, enough about that. I think it's great that you're pregnant, so I wish you congratulations again on being healthy and able to carry a child. Okay?
Huh? You're actually really happy for me and not thinking about how you're missing out on having a baby? I don't know how you're not. It must be a little painful for you, right? Finding this out? You must understand your own situation, right? After all, a woman who can't bear a child is obviously broken. You're truly a defect when it comes to doing your duty for the human race.
Excuse me? What the heck did you just say to me, Nicola? Did you just turn around and call me a defect? Are you kidding me right now? Just hang on a minute. I can't let you get away with saying something so utterly horrible to me, all right? Do you not know how horrible it is to say something like that to another woman?
All right. I suppose you may be right about that. I actually do apologize to you profusely. My mouth wasn't connected to my brain just a minute ago, so it just sort of slipped out. But oh my god, I'm so relieved that I'm pregnant, and so I can relax and take it easy these next 7 months or so. I'm sure I'll think before I speak again, too. However, I do apologize for speaking the truth because that was all I wanted to do, Martha. I'm not going to lie if I don't need to.
Wow. Of course, you turn around and just say more horrible things to me. Just great, Nicola. I should have expected nothing less from you, to be honest. But I still think it's a good thing that you're happy that you're pregnant. It can take some women a while to get pregnant. It can be a long process. However, there is no need for you to look down on other people and their situations. Everyone lives life differently, and that's okay, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, just know that I don't really mean the things I say. They just slip out. But you know, I still feel so sorry for my mother right now. She has to deal with another old hag like yourself. All because he married an older woman, and now I have an old hag as a sister-in-law. I can't help what I say to you. I guess from now on you won't be able to have children.
Well, I'll have you know that we both knew that when it came to us dating at the start of our relationship, and also when we got married, so that's why I expect to not have kids.
Wow, are you kidding me? That's absolutely insane of you to say. What a waste of a life if you don't have kids to raise. I guess you'll never experience the joys of having a child. That would be an incredibly impossible life for me to live. I would not want to be on this earth if it happened to me. It's definitely impossible. How can anyone live like this? It's insane.
Even though you say that to me, it's not something we can do on our own. We really have thought about it, and we're fine not having children.
Oh, if only he had married a younger woman, then maybe my mother would have had a chance to have a child. You know how I feel so sorry for him the most.
Huh? Well, now I know how you feel about my marriage to your brother. I get it, Nicola. Why would you say these sorts of things to me? Don't you think before you speak?
Well, there were more women hanging out with him too, you know. If only he chose to date one of the other women, he wouldn't be in this situation. I feel like he would have had a better shot at life if you weren't with him. You know, it's okay for you not to be with my brother.
Yeah, and I know what you're saying is simply not true. I married your brother because I felt like we were a good match and that we were destined to be together. Besides, I'm too old to go on dates with other men and wouldn't want to anyways. I've got my own life and I can do what I want with it, Nicola.
But that's what I mean, Martha. You're just going to be alone for the rest of your life. Actually, my dear sister-in-law, I've got a question for you. I've actually become very curious, and I wanted to ask this question for a very long time. Have you ever been in a relationship with a foreigner? Well,
what the heck is with that question, Nicola? Where did this come from? Since when were we talking about foreigners? Why this topic all of a sudden?
I heard that the other day my mother held a party, and that you turned around and didn't want to participate. Is that correct? Were you hiding away with your secret lover? Was it some mysterious guy who speaks Spanish or something? Or were you off somewhere fixing his poor communication skills?
Ah, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Well, I haven't really interacted with a lot of foreigners, so I didn't go to the party, no. I don't know, I haven't thought about it a lot.
As to be expected from you, you don't think much. Isn't it better to take on the challenge of meeting new people? It's a bit lame to have no experience at your age.
I don't think so. I'm just a shy person, Nicola. What are you talking about? I'm already married, so I've got no interest in meeting other men.
Huh? Are you sure about that? You're not tempted to be with another man? Not even a foreigner? Someone who can swoon you with their language or something? All you've got to do is get just divorced once, and then you've got all the freedom in the world to meet up with some hot foreigners, okay?
What aren't you getting here, Nicola? I am very happy with your brother, and I'm not doing anything to jeopardize that. So, would you drop it, please? Why are you even talking about this sort of thing for? If you want to do something about that, go ahead. But I've got no intention of doing anything to betray my family.
Okay. I knew you were going to be boring when it came to this. If you're already becoming an old hag and don't have much dating experience, what's the point in being alive, Martha? Come on, think about it. And on top of that, you can't have children either, right? If it was me, I wouldn't like to live a life in misery.
Wow, Nicola, there was no need to go that far, all right? I am living the life I love in my own way. So stop hassling me about how I live my life. You really need to grow up and stop doing this to other people.
Oh, oops. Did I hit a nerve or something? How can you act so cold towards me when all I'm doing is giving you helpful advice? I just need you to be aware about one thing. You being old and not doing what a woman is actually supposed to do is causing trouble for the family, all right?
Causing trouble? Are you kidding me right now? Look, I'm sorry, but I'm done with this conversation. I've had enough. I'm going to stop talking to you now. Hey, Mandy, are you there? Do you have a minute or two to talk? It's kind of urgent, and things are just not going good for me at the moment.
Hey, Martha. I was wondering if you had heard from Nicola today. I just got a call from her telling me she's pregnant. She didn't say anything mean to you this time, did she?
Hi, sweetie. Yeah, I heard from her today, yes. She said that she had an announcement to give me. As you can imagine, there were a lot of hurtful things said by her.
I should have known she would have said a lot of things to you. I really don't get what she has against you, Martha. I'm really sorry about this, dear. She never listens to me when I tell her to stop. As for her, she wanted to just come back to have a family, but she seems to have taken things to the extreme.
Yeah, I get what you mean, Mandy. She doesn't seem to get that some people can have children and others can't. I'm sure it's definitely better to have a child, but...
Well, I also have a problem about how this is being handled. I'm going to tell her that too. Also, it's okay for you to bite back at her too, you know? She didn't say anything too forcefully to you, did she? Because she thinks she can say whatever she wants and doesn't care about the other person's feelings.
Not really, but I thought that it was more known that it's difficult for us to have children. But maybe it's good that she doesn't know that, right?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Because at that point, she might start putting the blame fully on you when it comes to how you've planned your life out.
We can't do much more about that, Mandy. Things don't always work out, and that's not my fault at all. But yeah, there's no need to tell Nicola, who honestly doesn't need to be privy to that information.
Yes, of course. She'll just make the situation worse, and we don't need that kind of stress right now. But I do want to say something to her about how she speaks to you. I don't think I've ever heard her give so much hate to anyone but you, Martha. It's horrible how she treats you, and I want to teach her a lesson.
That's very true. She needs to know that she can't just say whatever pops into her head. She has no self-control over what she says to people, and it's very annoying. For her, you mean the most to her. She just attacks me for just being in your life. I hate it when she says bad things about me. I really don't know if anything we say to her will make her change what she says. I feel like the result of that isn't going to change how she interacts with me.
Well, yeah, you may be right about that. But Martha, she needs to learn to not speak to you like that. You're being too nice on her.
I know I am. I just want there to be peace amongst us all, but she's making it very difficult to do that. There's no need to make things worse than they already are. But the words that she's been saying to me lately are getting too much for me to handle. To be honest, I feel like she's trying to rip my heart out of my body.
Martha, are you being serious right now? She's been talking that badly to you? You shouldn't have to feel like that when you talk to this family. I'm really sorry about this. This has gone too far this time, and I think you know that as well. If you feel like there's nothing that can be done, I guess we need to cut ties from her.
Oh, really? You'd really go that far? Oh, thank you so much for understanding and listening to me. Just for you to say that makes me feel more at ease. I feel like a huge weight is going to be lifted off my shoulders if we do something like this. It's always so hard to talk to her, especially when she rubs stuff in my face.
That woman has had things boiling up in her for a long time, and she's just unloading everything onto you. It's not fair. I don't want to cause any more trouble either. My family and I are completely indebted to you. She was the one who eloped, and we didn't hear from her, and she's caused so much strife. Now she wants to return to the condo and have this child. I can't believe her, to be honest. She thinks everyone will just do what she says.
Well, she eloped because she wanted to be with the person she loved, but it's still hard to understand why she'd do something like that to your family. But in the end, I guess it all worked out for her since she got married and now she's going to have a baby soon. It's kind of crazy, though. Her husband gives off that criminal vibe.
Yeah. All of this is a bit complicated to me, especially being the older mother and all. She gives me the impression that she's enjoying life too much, and she'll get in trouble if she doesn't watch out. Like the other day, she was definitely having too much fun. When I held that party, she made friends with quite a few participants. I don't know about the other day. I saw her getting really cozy with some foreign guy. It's really suspicious behavior in my opinion, considering she's married.
Oh, okay, but what exactly about it is suspicious, sweetie? It was supposed to be fun, right? No harm in that, right? But what happened exactly?
Oh yes, the party itself was fun, and it was a good time for sure. I might be wrong here. Looks like there was some Spanish guy in that group, and I saw they were holding hands. With my married daughter? Like, surely I'm wrong about this, right? I was just seeing things, right? They can't have been holding hands, right?
What the heck? No way! Is that true? To be honest, well, I think you're right, Mandy. I'm pretty sure that happened. I'm not sure if it was that guy or not. But we don't need to dive deep into the details.
Yeah, you're right. It just seems so wrong of her to do something like that considering that she's pregnant. I was just shocked with what I saw, to be honest.
No, I don't blame you, Mandy. It's horrible to betray someone that you're married to like that. She's an adult and should know better. She's pregnant and she wants to celebrate that. But it seems wrong now.
You really do have a big heart, my dear. I'm really glad that there's someone like you in this family. Thank you for putting up with so much, even though you shouldn't. Ugh. What are we going to do? I mean, it sounds like she's going to be returning to the condo soon. So I guess I'll welcome her back and confront her about some things.
Oh my god, Martha. It's just so rude and uninviting that my sister-in-law gets to live in such a nice condo. This family doesn't need you, so please, leave.
I don't get why I should be the one who has to leave, Nicola. You turn around and say this even though I welcomed you back with open arms? I thought it was only fair to move you back in because you came back to have the baby, but I'm tired of being criticized by you day after day.
That's why I'm telling you now to get out. Our family has no use for a woman who can't bear children. It's disgusting. You do know I threw away all of your luggage, right? That room that was once yours and had all your crappy things in it is now full with my lovely and priceless things. It's my room now, so you've got nowhere to stay.
Is this some sort of sick prank? Are you seriously telling me that you threw out my things? You are forcing me out of my own condo? What is your problem, Nicola?
No problem. You just naturally don't deserve to be in this condo, Martha. You shouldn't be given so much by my mother since you've got no kids. It's going to be so nice to have this condo all to myself with my husband and my brand new baby when it arrives. I can live like a queen, and you'll both be on the streets where you belong.
I can't believe you're doing this to me. Do you know how insane this is? Did you throw out your own mother's things as well?
I'm pretty sure all I did was throw your stuff away. I made my own decision when it came to that. Even though you don't have any children, you still live in a big condo. It makes no sense to me, so that's why I want you gone. It's better to have a little crisis to deal with, Martha, so that you can think fast as to what to do.
Okay, Nicola, we've had enough of this. You've gone way too far this time. I should have expected you'd try something like this, but I'll never forgive you for it.
Oh, boo-hoo. Shut up, you old hag. I don't give a crap about how you feel about this. I just want you out. From now on, this is the condo I live in, not you. It was such a great idea for me to elope and then come back to a new home. I'm so smart. So you both need to get out now, or else.
You know, Nicola, I really don't understand you at all. Why would you do something like this to your own family? Do you know how evil you are?
Fine, I'll say it again. You're an unproductive old hag who can no longer push out a child, so there's no point in you being in our family. I don't want my baby being subjected to someone like you in this condo, so that's why I'm asking you to leave now. I don't want me or my baby to be exposed to all of your germs.
Oh, so that's how you feel about me then? I should have known after the way you've been talking to me these past few months. I get it. Good luck to you, Nicola.
If anyone needs luck right now, it's you. You're the one who's going to have to find a new condo to live in. Otherwise, you'll be on the streets.
Yeah, I guess you're right. We will no longer go anywhere near that condo. We'll no longer bother you with our presence anymore. Enjoy having it all to yourself. Goodbye.
Martha? Hey, I need your help. Please, you need to get back to the condo immediately. There's no way that I can deal with this on my own, so I really need you to come back. Please, help me.
I heard what you're dealing with from Mandy. You know, after how you've been treating me, I don't want to help you, so ask someone else. I've got nothing else to say to you.
Hey, now come on. Don't say such things. Martha, of course you should help me out. I'm your sister-in-law after all. I'm sure you heard about this home loan business from Mandy. Were you the one who was paying for it this entire time? Are you kidding me? Why didn't you say something to me before I moved back in? When the bill came, I couldn't pay for it.
Oh, yes, about that. Yeah, I was paying for the home loan, yeah. I knew that you'd message me asking for my help. So far, this is what I expected from you.
I guess so. But it's because I can't pay for the loan. And I also had no idea that you were paying for the loan. You're so kind, so I thought you would help. But I'm not in a good position to pay for any bills or big loans. Because of the way you are, I thought that you would assist since I'm in a bad position.
Huh? What do you mean? That I would help you out? I don't understand what you mean at all. To be honest, you don't understand me and how I work anymore, Nicola. You're a complete scumbag that comes nowhere near close to deserving any help from anyone. You got into this mess, so get yourself out of it.
Please, don't say things like that to me, Martha, please. I don't know what else to do right now. My head is coming up with blanks. We're the same, are we not? You understand my situation right now, don't you? You can't just leave me with no help at all. I really need some assistance, so please, just help me out.
You know, there's one thing that I've learned from this. The father of your child isn't some criminal. He's some foreigner that you met on a whim, right?
So what? This must be some kind of misunderstanding that we've got going on here. I never thought that something like this would happen.
Well, I don't think anyone would think that, considering how horrible you've been to me. I didn't know you were two-timing your husband and your side piece, Nicola. You're having a relationship with some foreigner while you're married to some criminal. It makes no sense. But I know that the father is different.
Shut up, Martha. You don't know anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never had a relationship with a foreigner before. But so what if I'm interested in them? That Spanish guy was really nice to me, and one thing led to another. Marco was so kind and sweet, and really none of this is any of your business, Martha.
Ah, so it is true. I should have known you were doing something with that Marco guy. Your mother wondered if something was going on with the two of you. When that party was going on, you two were getting really friendly and looked too close to be only friends. It was very odd to see, actually. Mandy told me that she saw you two almost snuggling up with one another. Weren't you two walking hand in hand almost all night, Nicola? Don't you know that's cheating?
Wait, what did you just say? Are you telling me that my mother saw what I was doing? You're kidding me, right? Are you sure she just wasn't seeing things?
Well, she was hoping that she was wrong, but she saw what she saw, and now from the sounds of it, it's been proven correct. There's no way she didn't see you both holding hands.
Oh, come on. Everyone makes mistakes, right? Even though I'm married, I still have an attraction for other men. It's natural. I get confused sometimes.
Not to the point that they cheat and act on those feelings. I bet all my money that the baby that you're going to have is very much not your husband's. So we took everything into our hands and told your husband what you've done. Don't you know how horrible it is to betray someone you're married to, Nicola?
How dare you? You called my husband and told him what happened? Are you crazy? Why would you do that? How could you? You're going to regret this. How did you spy on everything I did? It's none of your business. You're just jealous that I can get more men and you can't. I was having a good time and everything was going according to plan before you came into the picture and ruined it.
I don't think I'll regret doing anything to you, Nicola, considering you very much deserve everything that comes to you now. You stabbed your husband in the back. He deserved to know so that he can deal with this situation properly. I'm sick of having this conversation with you. I've got a life to live and I don't want to waste any more time with you. I hope you find some way of paying for all those bills that'll be sent to you, but at this rate, you might be kicked out of the condo for what you've done. Your mother also wants nothing to do with you after the way you've treated her items and how you've been acting towards me. You don't care about your family. All you care about is yourself. How selfish. Goodbye, Nicola. We're officially cutting ties with you from today. I really hope that baby gets an okay life even though you'll be its mother. Good luck with everything. After the conversation ended with Martha, Nicola's life completely flipped upside down. Nicola had her child, who ended up being the Spanish guy's child. He got roped into being with her, and it seems like they're raising the child while he works all hours to keep them afloat. Her delinquent husband got really mad at her once he found out about the affair. Apparently, she was asked to pay alimony to him since she cheated on him. They eventually settled everything and got divorced. Mandy was turning a blind eye to how Nicola was talking to Martha and felt really bad for it. She was completely taken aback by this incident, and so they both decided to disconnect themselves from Nicola. Naturally, Nicola got kicked out of the condo after how she tried to throw out Mandy and Martha. They were able to reclaim the condo and have promised each other to not have anything to do with Nicola anymore, even though she has a baby. They hope that Nicola will take the opportunity to think back on what she's done to them and that she'll treat people better in the future. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hello there, Mallory. Tell me, how's my husband doing in that hotel room with you? Well, look who decided to finally show up. Took you long enough, boss lady. But hey, you caught us at a good time. We just finished the champagne. I suppose I should be grateful. At least you had the decency to answer my text before the second bottle. Decency? Oh, sweetie, I'm not the one sneaking around pretending everything's fine at home. That's your husband's job, and wow, he's so good at it. I'm aware of what he's good at. That's not the part that hurts. What hurts is you, sitting in a hotel suite with my husband, laughing like this is some kind of joke. Oh, it's not a joke. It's a win. A major win. You think I'm ashamed? Please, I feel like I just aced a final and stole the teacher's parking spot. You were never competing with me, Mallory. That's the saddest part. You made it to war. I was trying to build a team. Save the Hallmark speech. You're not my mentor, Linda. You're just my warm-up act. A nice placeholder. You paved the road and now I get to drive the luxury model. I mean, look at you, clinging to structure, policies, rules. And look at me. I've got charm, looks, and brains. I don't need your dusty manuals. No, what you need is a reality check. That charm won't mean much when deadlines pile up and the board starts calling. When HR needs a crisis response at 3 a.m., charm doesn't answer the phone. You're so dramatic. It's not that hard, Linda. You act like this job is rocket science. It's paperwork and coffee and pretending to care in meetings. And you know what? I can fake that smile better than you ever could. I never had to fake my smile. I earned it. Every time one of you succeeded. I didn't smile because I liked the spotlight. I smiled because I saw you rise. Ugh, that's so exhausting. Is this where you give me the "I believed in you" monologue? Because gag me. No, this is where I say I'm done. If you want the job, you can have it. Wait, seriously? Just like that? No fight? No farewell speech? Damn, I was hoping to drag it out a little, maybe make you cry. Oh well, a win's a win, and I look amazing while winning. That's the real prize. You're welcome to it. I'll leave behind my keys, passwords, and the process binders. You might not think you need them, but eventually you will. Not happening! I'm doing this my way. No training wheels. No Linda's golden rules. No stuffy traditions. Just me, the younger, hotter, smarter version of you. Let's hope your reflection agrees when the pressure starts to crack that confidence. Because once you sit in my chair, there's no more pretending. Oh please, I've been ready for this since day one. While you were playing wise old Queen Bee, I was learning everything behind your back. And now, I'm not just taking your job, I'm taking your throne. You should have seen his face, by the way. Your husband, so eager, like he'd been waiting forever to trade up. One look at me in this robe and he practically signed over his soul. And you think that makes you powerful? That a man breaking his vows is something to brag about? I used to pity women who fell for charm with no substance. Now I pity the ones who become it. Blah, blah, blah. Here comes the moral high ground. You keep trying to guilt me like we're equals. We're not. You're the past. I'm the upgrade. Upgrades don't usually come with this many bugs, but if you're determined to install yourself, go ahead. Oh, I will. And don't worry, I'll make sure the whole office knows. I'll do interviews, post photos, even rename your old project files. Mallory's way. Catchy, huh? In fact, I might redecorate your office first thing. Burn that awful orchid. It's a peace lily, but go ahead, burn away. It's fitting. Just remember, you may be able to rewrite the labels, but not the legacy. Ugh, whatever. Legacy is for people who peaked. I haven't even started yet. You built a floor, I'm building a penthouse. Then I hope your penthouse has a fire escape, because the higher you climb with no foundation, the faster the fall. You're seriously just gonna walk away? No comeback? No dramatic, "You'll regret this" line? I was kinda hoping for something juicy to tell the group chat. No threats, no dramatics, just this. One day when it all starts crashing down, I won't be there to catch you. Not because I want you to fail, but because you made it very clear you'd rather fall alone. Jeez, you really know how to ruin a victory lap. Whatever, don't wait up. The future's already here, and she looks fabulous. For your sake, Mallory, I hope she knows how to read a budget report. Goodbye.
Linda, is it true? Please tell me this is just some stupid rumor I heard from like 3 departments this morning. You quit?
Word does travel fast. Faster than I expected, to be honest.
No, you can't do this. You can't just leave us. What's the point of any of it if you're not here?
Kyle, I know this is hard to understand, but this had to happen.
Had to happen? What the hell are you talking about? She's the one who should go, not you. That woman waltzes around like she owns the place. Meanwhile, you're the reason the place doesn't fall apart.
You're kind, but this wasn't about what's fair. It was about what was necessary. You'll understand eventually.
No, I don't want to understand later. I want to fix it now. I've seen people cry over your departure already. You built this place from the ground up, and you're just giving it to her?
Giving isn't quite the word I'd use. More like handing her the keys and waiting to see if she crashes.
But why? Why hand anything to someone like her? You know what people are saying about her, right?
I'm sure there are many things being said. Care to be specific?
The rumors, they're everywhere that she's not just involved with one married guy. She's been messing around with multiple married men at the company. Executives, partners, department heads. People are saying it's how she climbed so fast, that she keeps receipts, leverage.
I see. That makes sense.
Wait, what? You believe it? You're not even surprised.
I had a long conversation with her last night. I caught her in a hotel room with my husband. She gloated, called herself younger, smarter, hotter, said she deserved my job, then demanded I step down and let her take over. So I did. I wanted to see what she'd do when she finally got what she thought she wanted.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. I mean, I can because it's Mallory, but still, I want to go straight to HR, like right now. They have to know she's not safe to have in leadership. There are ethics violations, relationship conflicts, everything. She's a walking lawsuit waiting to happen.
I know, but not yet. You have to trust me, Kyle. I have a plan.
A plan? Linda, she's tearing this place apart already. You should have seen how smug she looked walking into your old office this morning, like she was on top of the damn world.
Let her enjoy it. That's exactly what she wanted. And sometimes the best trap is letting someone walk into it themselves.
What kind of trap are we talking here? Because I'm about one more coffee break away from blowing the whole thing up.
The kind of trap that requires patience, observation, and a paper trail. Don't report anything yet, just keep your ears open. If she's really involved with multiple people, eventually she'll get sloppy.
And what am I supposed to do until then? Watch her burn the company down?
You're going to keep doing your job. And you're going to do it well, because you were never here for her. You were here for the work, for the people.
I don't even know if I can without you. You trained me, you backed me up. You were the only one who ever gave a damn about what I had to say. I'm not ready to do this alone.
You're not alone. You still have everything I left behind. Which reminds me, did you read the materials?
Cover to cover, twice. I even bookmarked the emergency protocols and cross-referenced your department alignment charts. I stayed up half the night reading that binder.
Good. You're going to need that information very soon. I left it for you because I knew you'd actually use it. The others might underestimate you, but I never did. Keep your head down, keep your ears open, and when the moment comes, you'll be ready.
I still hate this, but if you're playing chess, I'll be your bishop or rook or whatever. Just promise me you won't disappear, okay?
I won't. You'll hear from me again soon. And when this all ends, Kyle, it's not going to be her sitting in that chair.
Good morning, Linda. Hey, guess where I am right now? Sitting in your old chair, feet propped on the desk. Honestly, it's more comfortable than I expected. How did you ever manage to look stressed in a chair this plush?
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Oh wow, passive-aggressive already? I thought you said you were done, but here you are, still trying to sound mysterious and wise.
Not mysterious, just experienced. That chair gets hot when things go wrong. And believe me, things go wrong fast when you're in charge.
You really can't help yourself, can you? Still lecturing like I'm in your training seminar. Relax, Linda. You're officially out. I'm the boss now. You can go. prune your garden or whatever it is retired people do.
Before you get too comfortable, did you read the folder I left on the desk?
That ugly beige binder thing? Yeah, I tossed it in the trash. It was ruining the aesthetic.
I told you to read it. That information isn't for decoration. It's the entire structural workflow for the next quarter. Vendor contacts, escalation protocols, cross-departmental deadlines. I put it all there for a reason.
And I told you, I don't need anything from you. I've got it under control. I don't need your binder or your boring systems or your ancient strategies.
Then all I can say is, good luck.
Luck? Please, I don't do luck. I make things happen. That's the difference between us. You waited for recognition. I took it. You begged for approval. I demanded attention. And look who's sitting at the top now.
Yes, look indeed. I just hope you recognize the view when the sky starts to fall.
God, you're dramatic. This is exactly why people were bored with you. Always warning people. Always talking like the apocalypse is around the corner. No wonder your husband went looking for someone who actually lives a little.
And yet the boring woman built the infrastructure you're sitting on. Every calendar, every system, every connection, mine. The same boring approach that made this department run like a machine.
You think you're so impressive, but the truth is, you just overstayed your welcome. People were waiting for someone like me to shake things up. And now that I'm here, oh honey, they won't remember your name.
Then you'd better make sure they remember yours, for the right reasons. Because from this point forward, every success and every failure wears your face. And without the foundation you threw in the trash, you might find yourself buried in a mess you can't even identify.
Kyle! Why the hell didn't you submit the Q2 forecast report this morning? I told you yesterday it needed to be done.
Yeah, and what did I tell you when you told me to do it? I told you that it's your responsibility to make those reports. It's in your job description.
Oh my god, are you serious? You're actually refusing to do it? I'm your boss now, Kyle, in case you missed the memo.
I didn't miss the memo. I just read it with my eyes open. You can't just dump your tasks on me and call it leadership.
Excuse me? That's literally what a boss does. I delegate. You do. That's how it works. Why do you think the word is boss? It means I boss people around.
Funny, that's not what Linda did. She never once bossed people around. She actually, I don't know, worked.
Do not bring her up to me. You don't get to compare me to some relic in a pantsuit. She was boring. I'm dynamic. She played nice. I get results.
If you say so. Still haven't seen those results, though.
You are seriously pushing it right now. I could fire you today, you know that? One email to HR, one comment about insubordination. You're gone. So, unless you want to be jobless by lunch, I suggest you start doing what I say. Like now.
You really think you have that kind of authority? You're interim Mallory, not queen of the world. You can't fire people just because you don't like getting called out.
You're unbelievable. I take over this chaotic mess of a department, and instead of helping me, you're making it worse. You should be grateful I even kept you on staff.
Grateful for not getting fired by someone who doesn't know how to attach a PDF to an email? Yeah, I'll pass on the gratitude.
I swear to God, if you don't start obeying my instructions, I will escalate this. You're not special, Kyle. You're replaceable. So here's how this is going to work. you're going to take all the tasks I assign you. No questions, no pushback. You'll do the reports, the budgets, the emails, everything, and you'll smile while doing it. Got it?
Right away, Your Majesty.
Hey there, Kyle. How goes cleanup duty?
Oh, look who it is, the mastermind behind my current descent into chaos.
That bad, huh?
This is like mopping up after a glitter explosion in a wind tunnel. I don't even know where to start. She's running the department like a reality TV show.
I assume she's already abandoned the materials I left.
Didn't just abandon them, she trashed them. Literally, I found your folder in the recycling bin, half of it still sealed. She said it was ruining the aesthetic.
I had a feeling she never had much patience for anything that wasn't shiny or loud.
She doesn't know how to file a reimbursement form. She tried to forward a vendor contract and attached a screenshot of her desktop instead, and now she's demanding I do everything for her.
She thinks delegation means dumping, not leading. Unfortunately, she's about to find out how quickly that sinks.
I'm not gonna lie, Linda, this is starting to feel impossible. I trust you, I do, but is this really going to work out? Because at this rate, she's gonna drag down the entire company with her. She's missed 3 internal deadlines already. The vendor team is furious, and half the team is too afraid to speak up because she just yells at everyone.
I know, and you're not wrong to worry. I never said this would be easy or quick, but this is part of the process. She's exposing herself, Kyle. Let her. That's the point.
Yeah, well, the exposure is getting radioactive. Finance is panicking, logistics is a mess, and the interns are starting to think she's the standard for professionalism. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but we're getting dangerously close to the cliff here.
I wouldn't let it go that far, I promise. Everything is unfolding exactly how it needs to, and when the moment comes, it'll be very clear who should lead, and who never should have. But I need you to hold the line just a little longer.
You're really putting a lot on me, you know that? Half the office already assumes I'm secretly running the department anyway. I'm basically holding her hand through tasks she doesn't understand while pretending not to. And now she's threatening to fire me for insubordination.
I know it's a heavy burden, and I hate that I'm placing it on you, but I wouldn't ask if I didn't believe you could carry it. You were always more than just another team member. You are the backbone now. Just a little longer, and then we reset everything.
All right, I trust you. I'm still drinking antacids like water, but I trust you. Just promise me we're not letting her get away with this forever.
Not a chance.
What the actual hell is wrong with you? Are you seriously going around telling everyone lies about me?
Lies? You'll have to be more specific. Your list is pretty long.
Don't get snarky with me. I'm talking about the crap you've been spreading about me and Linda, like saying I made her quit. Are you insane?
You didn't? That's funny because that's exactly what you said. You told her to quit, you taunted her, you sat in her office and gloated.
I didn't make her quit. I told her to, and she did it. That was her decision. You don't get to rewrite history just because you've suddenly grown a conscience.
No rewriting necessary. You told Linda to quit. You got what you wanted. All I did was explain that to the people who asked, because newsflash, everyone wanted to know why Linda was gone.
So you just went around telling people like it's your place? What are you, the office gossip now? You had no right.
What was I supposed to do, Mallory? Lie? Pretend she just wandered out of the building and never came back? People were upset, confused. They came to me. I gave them the truth.
You're trying to sabotage me, aren't you? You've been against me since day one. You never respected me. You never supported me. And now you're trying to turn everyone else against me too.
If people are against you, Mallory, maybe it's not because of me. Maybe it's because you treat everyone like trash.
Are you seriously blaming me for this? Do you have any idea how stressful this job is? I'm juggling a million things. Half the people here are incompetent, and the other half are traitors.
You've threatened to fire 6 people in the last 2 days. Janice from finance cried in the break room because you told her to get her act together or get out. Rob from logistics is updating his resume as we speak. You're gonna fire the whole department before the weekend at this rate.
Oh my god, you're so dramatic. I'm just setting standards, something this place clearly never had until I showed up.
No, Mallory, what you're doing isn't setting standards, it's setting fire to everything. People miss Linda because she led with respect, she listened, she earned loyalty. All you've earned is a full inbox of complaints and a conference room full of people who want to walk.
Don't say her name. If I hear one more person say the name Linda in this office, they're done. Fired. Out.
Before or after you fire me for not doing your job for you?
You're pushing it, Kyle. Really pushing it.
I've been pushed since the moment you threw away Linda's workflow, since you decided your job was to bark orders while I fix your mistakes. So go ahead, push me off the cliff. I'm sure I won't be the last one.
You work for me, Kyle. That means your job is to do what I say. No questions, no backtalk, just do it. If I say handle the reports, you handle the reports. If I say clean up my inbox, you clean it up. If I say carry the department, then congrats, it's your job now. You got that? Or do I need to write it on a sticky note for you?
So my job is your job now. That clears it up. Thank you, Your Majesty. Update from the battlefield. I've now received complaints from 4 clients today. The Johnsons got the wrong invoice. Current Corporation didn't get any invoice at all. The Laxley Group was sent last quarter's contract. And the Deweys, well, the Deweys are threatening to pull their account entirely. Guess whose signature was missing on the renewal?
Mallory's?
Bingo! And guess who they're calling about it? Not her, me! Because of course I'm the one who has to fix everything.
I'm sorry, Kyle. I really am. Is the reference material helping?
Helping? Linda, it's saving my life. You literally predicted every single one of these screw-ups. Client B likely to be deprioritized due to her impatience with finance. That's a direct quote. And the solution notes, spot on. It's like you wrote a disaster manual for someone who never opened the onboarding file.
I had a feeling she'd skip over the details, but I knew you wouldn't. That's why I left the folder for you.
Yeah, well, thank you, seriously. I don't even know how I'd manage if I didn't have it. Every day is like juggling knives while walking a tightrope, and she's below me, throwing marbles.
I'm just glad it's helping. I knew you'd be capable.
Capable? Sure, but even the most capable people burn out eventually. I'm basically running this department alone while Mallory yells at baristas for putting oat milk in her latte. I'm fixing contracts, calming clients, babysitting interns, double-checking emails, and somehow still getting blamed when she messes up.
I know you're tired, but you've held the line better than anyone else could have. You're not just patching holes. You're keeping the ship afloat.
I appreciate that, but please tell me this isn't going to drag on forever. How much longer do I have to keep doing her job and mine before something gives?
Not much longer now. I'm about to play my trump card.
Finally, please. Play it, slam it down, flip the table, whatever it takes. Because if I have to proofread one more email that starts with, "Hey there, it's your favorite account rep, Mallory," I might actually lose my mind.
Soon, Kyle. Very soon. You've done your part, and now it's almost time for me to do mine.
You absolute witch! I just got out of a meeting with HR and legal, and guess what? I'm getting fired! You jealous, washed-up hag. You couldn't stand that I actually made the role mine, so you sabotaged me.
Sabotaged? No, Mallory, you did that all by yourself. You failed to submit vendor renewals. You ignored every one of the deadlines I warned you about. You discarded vital operational manuals like they were trash. You verbally threatened subordinates. You attempted to fire employees without cause. You made a spectacle of yourself in every department meeting. You screamed at an intern for bringing you the wrong-flavored sparkling water. You've driven off 2 clients, nearly lost a third, and alienated the entire finance department.
Oh, please! Like I was supposed to do everything myself? My team was lazy and unprofessional. No one did what I asked. What was I supposed to do? Pat them on the head for screwing up?
No, you were supposed to lead. It's not a subordinate's job to support their superior. It's the superior's job to support their team. You didn't lead, you dictated, you lashed out, you bulldozed. And now you're shocked that the building's on fire.
This is such bull. None of that is worth getting fired over. I messed up a few reports. Big deal. Everyone does. You're just bitter because I took your place and actually had the confidence to own it.
Mallory, your performance is only part of the reason you're being terminated. There's more, and you know it.
Oh my god, are you seriously still crying about the whole affair thing? I slept with your husband, so what? That's not grounds for getting fired. That's your personal problem.
No, you sleeping with my husband was your first mistake. The next 6 were every other married man at the company you've been involved with. Yes, Mallory, I know about all of them.
What? That's a lie. You don't know anything. You're bluffing.
Am I? I hired a private investigator. I have the names, the receipts, the messages, the hotel records, the burner phone. And just in case that wasn't enough, I also know about the husbands of 8 different women who work at this company. 8 women whose homes you broke into, whose marriages you exploited.
You can't do this to me. I'm a free woman. I can do whatever I want with whoever I want. No one owns anyone.
Of course you're free. But freedom doesn't mean freedom from consequences. Tell me, Mallory, do you know what alienation of affection means?
Alienation of what?
It's a civil tort, something not every state allows, but ours does. It allows the spouse of a person in an affair to sue the third party who interfered in their marriage. That means you.
What does that mean? What are you saying?
I'm saying every man you've slept with, every one of them was married, and now every one of their spouses is suing you. Every single one.
No. No. This can't be happening. You're lying. You're making this up.
You think 14 women didn't talk to each other? You think I didn't show them the evidence? This isn't just happening, Mallory. It's already in motion. You're about to spend the next decade in court.
Why? Why did you do this? Why are you ruining me?
I didn't ruin you. You did that all by yourself. But tell me, Mallory, why was it always married men?
I don't know. I guess it was the thrill. The excitement of taking something that wasn't mine. It felt like power, like winning.
You could have had anyone, Mallory. You're young, attractive, you had potential, but instead you chased what belonged to others, over and over. And now all that's left is the damage.
Please, Linda, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I didn't think it would go this far. Please just stop it. Don't let them sue me.
I won't sue you, Mallory. There's no point. You'll be bankrupt long before I'd ever see a cent. But the other women, they're going forward, and I won't stop them.
Please, just talk to them. Please. I'll do anything.
There's only one piece of advice I have to offer you now, Mallory. Get a good lawyer.
Linda! I don't even know how to start this text without shouting through my phone. I have to tell you, it's official. They just announced it. I've been promoted. Promoted to your old position. I'm sitting in your office right now and it feels like I'm playing pretend. I keep waiting for someone from HR to knock on the door and say, "Oops, sorry, we meant someone else."
You don't need to wait for that. It's not a mistake. You've been doing the job this whole time. The only thing that changed today is your nameplate. Everyone saw what you did. You led. You held things together when no one else could.
You really think so? Because I'm still kind of in shock. I walked in this morning and someone handed me the key card to the corner office like it was nothing. But to me, it's everything. I never imagined I'd move up this fast. I figured I'd be in middle management for another 10 years, maybe forever. And now, I've got my own team. People I used to eat lunch with are suddenly calling me sir. I'm trying not to cry in your old chair, okay?
Cry if you want to. You've earned it. You've stepped up in ways most people wouldn't dare. You didn't just do your job. You did Mallory's too. You protected the staff, the clients, the integrity of the entire department.
You were the reason I even made it this far. You trained me, you mentored me, and when all hell broke loose, your notes were the only roadmap I had. I still have the binder on my desk. I don't care what Mallory said. That thing's sacred now.
I made that for you. You were the only one I trusted to use it. You've always had potential, Kyle. You just needed the chance to prove it.
And now you're just out? I mean, I know this was part of the plan and all, but it still feels weird. You should be here. You built this department. I'm just the guy inheriting the kingdom.
I appreciate that, but don't worry. I'm not out. In fact, I'm coming back.
Wait, what? You're coming back? You're really coming back? What position? Tell me it's something amazing.
Executive. I'll be overseeing strategy and operations across all regional branches.
Okay, no, that's not just amazing, that's next level! That's you! That's what you deserve!
Thank you. It's been a long time coming. I've been with the company over 15 years. Most of our systems, I helped design them. I was already being considered for this role quietly. Mallory's affair with my husband just nudged things along a little faster. You could say that it was all perfect timing, actually.
Perfect timing sounds like a weird way to describe betrayal, but sure.
Fair enough, but let's just say, there's something about my husband Mallory didn't know, and she's about to find out very soon. Linda, please, I'm begging you. You have to do something about your husband. He won't leave me alone. You mean my ex-husband? Yeah, whatever he is to you now, just make him stop. He keeps calling, texting, showing up at my place. He asked me for money again this morning. Money! He said he deserves compensation for emotional stress. I thought he was joking. He wasn't. Oh, I believe it. He's been pulling that stunt for years. Every time he didn't want to get a job, it was suddenly, "Your career is stressful for me too, babe." He is so clingy and lazy. He won't even do the dishes unless I threaten to unplug the Wi-Fi. And he keeps saying things like, "You're the successful one, you're supposed to support me." Yes, that exact phrase, word for word. I'm guessing he forgot to tell you that I was already preparing to divorce him when you came along. He hasn't held a steady job in 5 years. He blows through savings like they grow on trees. And then there's his video habits, but I suppose you've already found out about that. Oh my god, I've never met anyone like him. He doesn't even try to hide it. He just props his phone up on the couch, turns the volume up, and watches that stuff, like in my living room. I had a friend over yesterday. He didn't even pause it. It's so gross. I remember that. I once walked into the kitchen to find him watching it on the tablet while eating cereal. He just looked up and said, "Morning, Linda," as if he wasn't doing that thing he was doing. I told him to leave. I yelled. I packed his bag. But he just won't leave. He says, "But babe, we have a connection." I thought he was delusional before, but this is a new level. He did the same thing to me. I once tossed his duffel bag out onto the porch and locked the door. He camped out in the car and said he was protesting. Honestly, Mallory, thank you. You didn't steal my husband. You took out the trash. Mallory actually had to call the cops to get my ex-husband out of her apartment. I'm not kidding. He refused to leave. Just sat there on her couch like he paid rent, eating her snacks and watching videos like it was any other Tuesday. She packed his stuff. She yelled. She even threatened to break his precious gaming console. Nothing worked. In the end, 2 police officers had to physically remove him. He kept showing up though, waiting by her car, texting her non-stop, leaving handwritten notes on her windshield like, "We still have something special." Eventually, she had to get a restraining order. She told someone she was scared and wanted to move away, just disappear and start over, but she couldn't. Not until she deals with all those lawsuits still coming at her. By the time they're all done with her, Mallory's gonna be drowning in legal debt. She'll be paying off those settlements for the rest of her life, assuming she ever finds a job again. Meanwhile, I'm doing great. The new position is challenging in all the right ways. It's fast-paced, complicated, and honestly, kinda fun. And Kyle, he's crushing it. He's doing better than I ever hoped. The team respects him. The clients trust him. He is running the whole department like a pro. I barely even need to check in. Honestly, if he keeps this up, I might hand off my current role to him someday too. Hopefully without all the drama next time.
Okay, Caitlin, you really need to give it a rest already. This is just getting ridiculous. I'm getting so sick of what you've been doing lately. I am over everything that you're doing. I seriously can't believe that you gave me another fake time. Do you know how humiliating and annoying this is? I can't stand you doing this to me all the time. Oh, hello, Libby. I'm sure that I have no idea what you're talking about at all. You really got me confused, and I honestly don't appreciate you doing that to me. But I just can't believe that you would show up late to your own brother's birthday party and then try and blame it all on me. You can't blame your own selfish actions on other people, Libby. It's not the right thing to do. You can't be serious with that nonsense, right? Do you really think that? You're the one who continues to sabotage a lot for me. I'm very much over your behavior, Caitlin. And to think that you were just working late this whole time. I know that you're proud of working for that huge company, but you can't just miss out on big family events like this. It's no wonder you're the age that you are and still don't have a boyfriend. You're such an old hag, so I'm surprised any man would want to look at you all day. None of this has anything to do at all with my relationship status. Thank you very much. I don't get why you'd say something like that to me for. Why are you being like this? And I would appreciate it if you stopped playing dumb with me. I was only late because you told me the party started an hour later than it really did. It's all your fault that I showed up too late to enjoy dinner with you guys. If it wasn't for you, everything wouldn't have ended up like this, Caitlin. I really, really wanted to be there to help my brother celebrate his birthday, and thanks to you, I wasn't. You completely sabotaged me trying to be there. How could you do this to me and to my brother? There you go, trying to pin the blame on me again. But you really shouldn't make up lies about other people just to get out of trouble. It's not very ladylike either to lie to everyone. It's going to get you nowhere in life. If you're looking for someone to blame, you should go find a mirror and look at it. If there's anyone to blame for this happening, it's you. I had nothing to do with this, and you know it. Do you do the same thing at work? If you make a mistake, do you just blame the people you have working under you? I bet that you do that every day, huh? Because it's so easy to get away with something like that, yeah. Of course I don't do anything like that at all. What the heck are you even talking about? Are you seriously just making stuff up about me? You hardly know me and don't even try to get to know me, Caitlin. And that has nothing to do with what we're talking about now. You are completely throwing this conversation into another direction, and I don't like it one bit. Ugh, I am so fed up with how you treat me. You treat me like crap for no good reason, and it makes me so frustrated and annoyed. Why must you treat me like this for? Are you jealous or something? Don't ever lie to me again. You won't like what happens if you do. Do you have any idea what happens to those that do others wrong? Karma. It's going to come right back and bite you, Caitlin, so you better watch out. Oh my god, I'm so scared that I'm shaking in my boots. Like anything is going to happen to me. You're not brave enough to do anything about it, so no, I'm not scared of your so-called threats.
Hey, sis! I just wanted to tell you how grateful I was that you made it to my party yesterday. I know that you have a really busy schedule and all, so I understand why you got there a little late. I've got no problem with that at all. And I really, really loved your present, so thanks for that, too. It's really nice to know that my sister can always get me something special. Thank you so much again, Libby.
Hey, Grant, I'm really glad that you liked your gift. I was afraid that it was too much or not enough, but I'm glad that you like the simple things in life. It was a good thing that I bought it for you. And I just want to say how sorry I am that I was late to the party. I really didn't mean to be, because usually I'm quite punctual to special occasions like this. I'm really sorry for arriving late.
Oh, you know that you don't need to apologize for that. No harm, no foul. I didn't think that it was a big deal that you arrived a little bit late, considering how hard you've been working lately. I just really can't believe that Caitlin gave you the wrong time again. I'm really, really sorry about that. I really thought that she had everything sorted and things like that, but I guess she typed the wrong time. I've told her to knock it off time and time again, but she just doesn't listen. I feel like the more I'm around her, the more often I see her do these types of things intentionally. It's getting a bit much, to be honest with you.
I understand. I thought we already talked about that at the last family dinner when I said that I was tired of showing up late to everything when it wasn't my fault. I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the day before your party, I got a message from Mom and Dad saying that the time had changed.
You mean that it was our parents who told you that the time had changed? But that can't be right. I thought for sure that Caitlin had something to do with this. It doesn't make sense. Are you sure about this?
Well, that's the thing. I asked them about it, and they said that they never told me anything about the time change. So that's when I was getting a bit confused about the whole thing. So I think that Caitlin had something to do with it. Maybe she got a hold of one of their phones and sent the message. But I feel like that doesn't make sense either, considering our parents are usually really responsible when it comes to having their phones on them.
Actually, now that you mention that, Caitlin has been trying to teach Mom and Dad how to use their smartphones, because I know they're trying to get used to the new technology and everything like that. There's always changes happening, so they want to keep up. She's been doing things like helping them install apps and adjust their settings, so maybe she also knows how to get into their phones, too. She could have their passwords and everything like that. And from there, it would be easy for her to impersonate them if she wanted to. She wouldn't have any issues. All she needs is to physically have their phone in her hands without them seeing what she's doing.
I don't really have any proof that she was doing this, of course, but I do have a strong hunch that it was her. Just because I was messaging her earlier and she was just being so rude to me, and I was just over it, Grant. But I just can't believe that she would go that far just to try and fool about what time your party started. Like, what's her problem? What does she have against me when she hardly knows me, huh? Doesn't she realize how cruel it is to do something like that? Especially when it involves your own parents without their knowledge of what's happening. She's messing with everyone in our family. Ever since she found out where I worked, she really seems to have it out for me. I don't know why she holds this against me. I'm not sure if it's out of jealousy or what.
I really just can't apologize enough for her, sis. I feel so bad that these sort of things are happening to you. I'm not sure how to deal with this situation since she gets a little aggro if you blame her for anything. I think you might be right about Caitlin being jealous of you, but you should know that you didn't do anything wrong and have nothing to apologize for. This is very much her doing, Libby.
But what am I supposed to do about her being jealous? I can't just upend my life because of how she feels about me. That's not fair at all. If she has it in for me, something needs to be done about her.
Well, I did tell you that it was probably best if we just kept any details about your job a secret from her, remember? Just so that she doesn't get more out of hand when it comes to sabotaging things, huh? The thing is that Caitlin has actually had a really hard time finding a job. Did you know that? I don't know why she's struggling so much considering there's so many options for her, but yeah, she's having a rough time of it.
Oh, you mean that Caitlin doesn't even work? Really? But I thought she did have a job, though. I don't understand. She gives off the impression that she does, but, well, what would I know, yeah?
Well, she said to me that she's spent so long searching for one, but nobody ever calls her back. I don't know how much of that I believe, considering a lot of places are hiring new employees. That's why she ended up going back to school, but I don't know how much luck it's given her on the job market. I don't know if she's just pretending to struggle or not doing what she says she's doing.
I had no idea that she was having trouble finding work. Wow, I guess that changes things. I guess I can see why she has it in for me, but really, that's no excuse to treat me like absolute crap, though.
Well, it's true. So I think she's kind of developed a complex about other people who have good jobs, and I don't think there's any need for her to do that. But really, I think that she's just been sabotaging herself the whole time so that she can get people to feel sorry for her and make herself look like the victim in everything she talks about.
What makes you say that? I don't understand. Why on earth would she do something like that for? I really can't get my head around this information, Grant.
I guess she thought that the market was just full of open jobs and that she would be able to get hired anywhere. She can, but I know there are limits, and with some places, she's underqualified for the position. And I also think she was hoping to ask her teachers to give her recommendation letters that would just let her waltz into any job she wanted, even though that's not how it works. So I really don't think she's been as serious about the process as she could be. She doesn't seem to realize that she needs so many tools to get a good job and know the right people. She can't just magically jump into a work position. Even after she graduated, she still couldn't find a job and has mostly given up on the whole process, I think. I'm really not sure what's going on with her, to be honest.
Well, you were right about it being a mess of her own making, that's for sure. She really should go and talk to some career advisor or something so that she knows that she can't just waltz into a position. But still, that doesn't mean that she can take out her frustrations on me. I mean, it's not my fault that she doesn't have a job. She can't drag me down to her level.
I know, you're right about that. But the thing is that Caitlin has always wanted to work for the company you do. She knows how good a place it is to work for, and she gets super jealous of you for that. And so I guess in her mind, she just sees you looking down on her by your mere existence. It just reminds her of her failure, you know?
She wants to work at the same place that I do? I had no idea about that. She never mentioned anything like that to me. If she did, I would have actually helped her land an entry position or something.
Yeah, but even when she tried applying for much smaller companies, they all rejected her. So it's either something she's doing in her interviews or what's been written on her resumes that's hindering her success at job hunting. I thought she was mostly over it, but then we got married and she learned that her new sister-in-law, you, was working her dream job. It was then that things started to spiral out of control a bit. Anyways, that's pretty much why she's been so jealous of you. I've really been getting at her to work on it or go and talk to a therapist about it, but she refuses to listen to me.
Well, that clears up a lot, but it still isn't right for her to take out that frustration on me. It all makes more sense to me, but I wish that she wouldn't sabotage things with me. It's horrible how she treats me. I mean, I don't have anything to do with this at all. All I'm doing, basically, is existing, and I just happen to be working in the company that she wants to be in as well.
I know that she's really mean to you every time you guys interact, but aside from that, she really is a sweet girl. I just wish she could move past this so that we can all get along, you know? And both our parents really like her too. Everyone gets along well at home. So I don't get why she can't let this go. It makes no sense to me, really.
Okay, well, I guess I understand how I might be contributing to this weird complex of hers, but lately she's even been making fun of me for being single. I think she's just finding any excuse to try and drag me down to her level so that she can feel better about herself, which is obviously the wrong thing to do, and she's an adult. She should know better.
I'm really sorry that you've gotten sucked into all of this, Libby. I was hoping that things wouldn't end up like this, but it's really frustrating for me as well. But I really think that all of this is gonna blow over with time, you know? Well, that's what I hope will happen, but I guess there's no guarantees, huh?
Okay, well, at least I understand the whole situation a bit better. But it's just super frustrating, and I get that you're also trying to improve things, but I don't know how that's going to happen. But I just want you to know that I have my limits when it comes to being treated like this. I really don't like being talked down to, and it's happening more often than not these days. And if she doesn't change her attitude soon, I really don't know if I can be there at your wedding. It's just something that I can't condone. I really do want to be there, but I won't feel much like celebrating if I know how I'm going to be treated from now on. It's really not fair to me, and I don't want to have to put myself in a situation like this all the time, Grant.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Are you actually not going to come to my wedding if things aren't going to improve? But we're siblings! Well, it really makes me sad to hear that. You know that I've tried talking to Caitlin about this over and over again. I'm really trying everything when it comes to her. But I guess I'll try to explain it to her again. I want you there at my wedding. It's not fair that she's pushing you away from this special day. So I'll do my best to talk to her and let her know how she's making you feel.
Hey, Libby, what are you up to today? I was just wondering, so that's why I'm texting you right now. You've got such a quaint lifestyle. Let me guess, you're really busy with work, and since you're single, you're going to the office even though it's the weekend, right? Actually, since it's the weekend, I have the day off, so no, I'm not working or anything like that. I get to relax and just sort things out today. In fact, I was actually heading over to hang out with my parents and Grant. It's been a little while since I've seen them, so since I've got the day off, I want to go over and be with my family. But I guess they all had plans or something, so now I'm just kind of killing time at their house. I was just wondering where they are at the moment. You're just killing time at your parents' house all alone? Wow, that really is such a shame for you, Libby. Haven't you got anything better to do than wait for them? You really are maybe the most single person that I've ever met. It's crazy how you can't think of actual fun things to do with your friends or some guy you like. Come on, it's so sad and tragic. Sorry, Caitlin, is there something that I can help you with? Why must you always keep going on and on like this for? It makes no sense to me. I'm not quite sure what your point was in messaging me like this. What are you trying to accomplish here exactly? I don't get where you're going with this conversation. Well, actually, if you must know, I am messaging you because I have something very important that I want to talk about, and it's super important, so you need to have your listening ears on, all right? It's about Grant and I's wedding, you see. This is something that I've been meaning to talk to you about since it has to do with me and your brother. You know how on the invitation it said the wedding was going to be next Saturday? You've got that invitation, correct? It was delivered to you? Yeah, I have it in my calendar as that. Why do you ask? What is this about exactly, Caitlin? What's going on here? Why are you talking about the dates and times for? Well, I pulled a little prank on you and sent you a fake invitation. Oops. Oh well, at least you still have some form of an invitation at least. You can get it framed or something. Sorry, a fake invitation? What does that mean exactly? What on earth are you even talking about? Why is it fake? Are you kidding me? What's going on, Caitlin? You need to tell me right now. I mean that Grant and I's wedding isn't next weekend, it's actually today. I can't believe that my prank actually worked. I didn't think that this would be such a huge success for me. Excuse me, is that supposed to be some kind of joke? Are you actually kidding me right now? Why would you do something so immature and terrible? You lied to me again, Caitlin. You lied about the time and date of my own brother's wedding. Why the heck would you do something like this to me for when I am supposed to be part of your family too? That's right. And you're the only one who isn't going to show up. Isn't that great? The plan worked and I'm going to get away with it. Isn't that fantastic? Well, for me anyway, not for you. I tried telling Grant and your parents that I didn't want you there at all, but they both insisted that it was important that you were there. So I just came up with a little plan to make sure that you stayed out of the picture. And you did that by sending me a wedding invitation that had the wrong date on it? Do you really hate me so much that you would do something like that? Well, since I've already gone and done it, I think that you have your answer. It's only because you're always rubbing your fancy job in my face. I can't stand women who are always trying to peacock for attention. Obviously, women aren't even meant to work. It's better if they all just got married, had kids, and stayed at the house. When did I ever rub my job in your face, Caitlin? What are you talking about? You're always doing it all the time. You show up at the house wearing fancy business clothes, and you're talking about how busy your schedule and stuff like that is. Not to mention, you're always carrying around the fancy briefcase. You don't think I realize that you're doing this all to try and make me feel bad about myself? I'm really not doing anything like that at all. Those are all just things that come with the job that I do, but it has nothing to do with you. It's all for my sake that I bought those things. Oh, just give it a rest already, would you? Do you really think that I'm going to believe that? I know that you're always making fun of me because you think I'll never be able to do what you do. You must really think I'm some kind of idiot, huh? But I'm not the idiot, you are. What did you just call me? I mean, you traded your love life for your career, and now you're so lonely. Unlike you, I'm using my youth to make sure that I can find a good marriage partner. But with how much you've put into your career, it's obvious that no one would ever want to be with you.
Caitlin, you have no idea what you're talking about at all.
Of course I do. I mean, you were so stupid that you even fell for my fake invitation. And man, is it going to be a really great wedding, too.
No, I mean, you have no idea what you're talking about because Grant is here in the house sleeping right now.
Wait, what? What do you mean my new husband is sleeping in the house you're in? We're all at our wedding. That doesn't make any sense.
Anyways, are we done here? I was kind of just about to watch some Netflix and you're distracting me.
Hold on just 1 second. I want to know what you mean when you said that Grant is at the house with you right now. That doesn't make any sense. Are you just trying to fake me out or something?
No, unlike you, I'm not a liar. He is literally passed out on the living room sofa. I'm staring at him now.
But how? Why? What? We're getting married today. I thought that he was just getting ready. I thought he already arrived at the venue. Why is he at the house sleeping?
Sorry to break it to you, Caitlin, but you and I aren't getting married. That's why I was sleeping on the couch and not wearing my tuxedo. There's no way that I could marry someone like you.
Hold on a second. Is this Grant?
That's right, Caitlin. I arrived at my parents' house last night but must have fallen asleep watching TV. Anyways, I don't have any plans to get up off the couch soon, if that's what you're wondering.
Whoa, just what the heck is going on here? What do you mean that we're not getting married? I thought that's what we were doing today.
Yeah, but now we're not. Which reminds me, since we already did the civil service, you and I need to file for divorce. So yeah, let's get on that soon.
You want a divorce as well? But why? We were supposed to have our wedding today. I don't understand. Did I do something wrong?
Well, yes, actually, you did something very wrong. You sent my sister an invitation to the wedding with the wrong date on purpose.
But and?
Well, how many times have we talked about this? I told you that you need to get over yourself and quit taking out your frustrations on my sister. This isn't the first time that you've lied to her like this, but I really never imagined that you would take things this far. Anyways, I'm just fed up with you now.
Wait, no, please. You're not seriously canceling the wedding, are you? The whole fake invitation thing was just a joke, you know? I really didn't think that your sister was going to get fooled by it.
That's your idea of a joke? Well, I don't think it was very funny.
But it really was.
Well then, I think you and I are just two different people, and that's why I want a divorce.
Wait, Grant, don't do this. Can't we just calm down and talk about this?
Oh, I'm very calm, thank you for asking.
Okay, so maybe I took things just a little too far, but still our wedding is today. Our parents and family are here, even our friends. You can't just cancel it all. What will everyone think? And you can't honestly want a divorce, right? Let's just do this wedding like we planned and figure this out later.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I actually canceled everything we had planned about a month ago.
You canceled our wedding plans a month ago and never told me?
Yup, and explained to both of our parents, so don't worry. I told all our relatives and friends not to show up to it either. So if that's what you're worried about, it's already been taken care of.
You mean that everyone but me knew that our wedding had been canceled for the past month?
I told you over and over again to quit bullying my sister, didn't I? But I thought that you might have pulled something like this, so after we sent out the invitations, I reached out to Libby to make sure she had all the details right.
You did? But I had no idea that you did that.
Yeah, that was kind of the idea, but that's when I found out that you really did give her a fake invitation. And that's when I knew that things between you and I were just never gonna work out. So I'm very, very serious about the divorce.
No, I can't believe this. This was coming for a whole month and I never saw it coming at all, even though I was looking forward to it for so long. I barely got any sleep last night. I was so excited.
Well, I guess this means that you finally got a taste of your own medicine. How does it feel?
It feels awful. It's the worst feeling in the world. I can't believe that you would do this to me. It's so cruel.
Yeah, I suppose it was mean of me, wasn't it? I guess that means we should divorce then, right? Anyways, you should know that I'm on my way to the venue to pick you up now, and then we're going to a restaurant where both our parents are waiting to discuss the divorce.
Both sets of our parents are there?
Yeah, I figured it was good if there were a few outside parties there to help smooth the discussions. So we're all going to sit down and talk about this, and then you're going to sign the divorce papers, and this is going to be over.
Wait, no, I don't want to get divorced. Please, I'm so sorry for everything that I've done. She has to forgive me.
No, you had your chance to apologize a long time ago. We warned you to stop what you were doing over and over again, and you just wouldn't listen. You need to stop blaming everyone else for your problems and take responsibility for your actions.
This is all your fault. He's really going to divorce me because of you. Do you know that? I was the last of my friends to get married, and now I have nothing to show for all the time that Grant and I were together. You have to fix this, you horrible woman. Oh, grow up already, would you? This is all your fault, and you know it. Don't even try to pin this on me. Just shut up already. It's all your fault, and you need to admit it. You think that just because you have a nice job and make good money from that huge company that you can treat people like this? All I did was pull a little prank, and you've gone and ruined my life. So you're really going to try and blame me for this, then? Are you just like some spoiled toddler making your problem everyone else's? It's all your fault. I'm going to get you fired over this. I'll make you lose everything, just like you did to me. Oh, really? You think that's going to go well for you? That's right. I just arrived at your office and I am still in my wedding gown. I am going to tell everyone I see what a horrible person you are and how you ruined my wedding and my marriage. Then no one will ever want to give you a job ever again. I'm really sorry to break this to you, but I don't think that's going to go how you think it will. Mostly because I've already quit that job and started my own business. Wait, what? Yeah, I did it last week, actually. That's why I went to my parents' place last week, in fact, to tell everyone the big news. Are you kidding me? You really started your own business? Well, I'm still the only employee, so maybe I'm jumping the gun, but either way, you're not going to accomplish anything by causing a scene at my old work. In fact, I think a few of your friends work there as well. Do you really want them to see you like that? Hold on a second, I have friends who work there too! Yeah, some friends that I guess you and Grant used to know from college? Like there's Irene, who just started last year. I don't believe it. I had no idea I know other people who were working there. But this means that I finally have a way into that company? Well, I say friend, but I really don't think she wants anything to do with you anymore. What is that supposed to mean? I guess she just got sick of how you were lording your marriage over her all the time and making fun of her for choosing her career. She said that you were always trying to brag to her and make her feel bad for wanting to work. Wait, no, you aren't serious, right? So anyways, I don't know if you really want to be showing up to her workplace screaming about how quickly your marriage fell apart. Wouldn't be a really good look for you, I don't think. No. How did this happen? This wasn't how things were supposed to go. Apparently, Caitlin had just walked into my old place of work as we were sending those last messages. I heard from old coworkers of mine that a woman showed up in a wedding dress and was typing furiously on her phone. But then all of a sudden her face turned bright red and she ran out of there. Although the pictures that people took of her quickly made their way to Irene, who shared the photos with the rest of her old college friends. And then all her married friends and all her working friends all had a good laugh at Caitlin's expense. They all agreed that Caitlin was too much trouble to be worth staying friends with and used this as a chance to stop talking to her. Caitlin ran away to live with her parents, where she quietly began looking for work again. The only problem was that she insisted on finding the perfect job and still hasn't learned that those don't exist. She's been living with her parents for a month already and still isn't working. It's only a matter of time until they lose patience with her, though. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.